Welcome to part 2 of our Hero Forge character builds. Today we'll be going through the color process. Cool. Right, so to the color.
Woo!
She's a white girl.
I remember. Very. She is pale as hell.
We'll change her hair color, but these are the two pales.
The redhead.
Redhead?
Yeah.
That's not the pale. I guess it's that one as well.
Yeah, it's the redhead. She's got a very warm, pale complexion.
Oh my god, I have not seen this before.
Oh my god,
That's
look at all the colors!
disgusting! Look at those eyes!
Oh god!
She has been
What did you
to Amsterdam for a while.
Oh god. Oh god, please. Oh, stop deforming my girl, please. She never asked for this.
What is that?
That's the eyes of Asmodeus looking through her. Jesus God.
Look at that diamond there. Oh.
Nia just got back from the optometrist.
Yeah.
For the record, she has very, very, very bright blue eyes, but
So we got these bright blue blah 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 bright blue
light
eyes.
blue blah.
Or we got these bright blue eyes.
Those are lizard eyes.
Or we've got these bright blue eyes.
What are those goat pupils? Like the sideways pupils?
No, but they're kind of cool because you're an elf and you can be like, my eyes are special.
I'm pretty sure having freaking neon blue eyes is kind of special.
That's the sideways pupils, I think.
That is goat.
Unsettling. There's blue contacts as well. Sorry, contract. Oh, they're contract, not contact. I'm dumb. Aqua's cool.
That's actually, I think, the closest to her actual eye color that breathed.
Yellow. I kind of want to change Saros's to yellow, just. And he's like, I'm not evil all the time, but it's fun to make him.
He scares her sometimes. And Nia is a strawberry blonde, so it's kind of pinky blonde.
Let me find her hair. Here we go. Butterscotch, maple, corn syrup, blonde wheat.
Let me look between blonde wheat and maple.
That's maple, and that's blonde wheat.
I think blonde wheat is probably the closest you're gonna get because her hair is very light, slightly on the red side, but it's very pale.
We can also change it to be sort of pinkish as well, which we will do. Right, lips. Oh god.
Nia doesn't wear makeup. It's fine.
No.
Oh god.
What about
Nia went goth?
Yes, but what about like just her natural color?
Natural, she has a fairly rosy face. Red cheeks, a little red nose, red lips. They're fairly, but it's like a natural red. It's not like a.
That.
Go up a little bit on the second row. I think that's probably medium deep 5 you were just on.
Just to get a baseline here. That's not too bad as a baseline, just because the blues look really good.
Yeah, because her palette's very earth toned in terms of her armor. She's got like the goldish accents. The only real pop of color is the fact that she wears such a bright blue skirt. Okay. Most of it's like white and brown.
So I'm gonna go through this slowly. You tell me where to stop for just a starting palette.
Okay. Wait, go back. Go back to that one.
This one, Knights of Noir?
Yeah, I think that's probably the closest to the brown on her leather that we're going to get, and the gold, because it's her leather armor's brown and gold.
Okay. We go to paints. So we are going with the hair first. Now I'm gonna make a copy of this here, and we're going to rename it to Nia's hair. Now, what I can do now is I can change the layers. So
Do
the
you want me to get the exact hexadecimal that I use for
oh
Neo?
god, sure.
Because I can. I can do that. It's just going to take a very brief moment. X, X color picker, and I'll just put her whatchamacallit, her concept art that I sent Bree. And to see, how do I upload to this thing? I haven't used this thing in forever.
Oh my god, the hair glows. Okay, I won't do that again.
Pretty sure her hair doesn't do that.
Good.
Relatively certain it does not glow.
It could.
All right, so this is the hexadecimal for her hair. It is FCE D9.
Is this for the entire hair color or just for the pink?
Yes, the entire hair color.
Okay, so I need mid, low, and high colors. So it's going to be a little rough. So the mid tone is what most
we'll say
of it
this is the mid.
So it's
if we're gonna go mid tone, then I'll take us a little further into pink because her hair, once all the light hits it, normally looks a bit more red.
Can you tell me what the hexability is?
F3 D9
D9
CA.
CA. Alright, so that's what we got so far for her blondness.
And I think we can just play with it from there.
The low I've got as a pink, because that's the best I can do to get like streaky hair in there. We can change how light and dark it is. Or bright
if we could just take that pink closer to a pale red, because it's not like fluorescent pink. It's very, if you could take it to the other side of the scale. And bring that closer to gray. Like keep it on the same level, but just desaturate it. I think that's a bit closer. Go back. God, Nia, with all her gray hair. Stop.
Reckon there?
I think that's a little closer to what her, I guess her low lights would be.
The high color, I think we should give it a little bit more actual color touch. Like, so it's kind of a...
Yeah, it still needs to be more red, but it would, I think that having it be a little less pale.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. And I can do the same thing to the other.
Just not her face. Her face is not pink.
Oh, what? Look at that! It's horrifying.
What did you just do to her face and why?
Alright, so that's Nia's hair.
Please stop deforming her.
I just like her with a messed up eyeball.
This is how she's gonna get an arrow in her eye. Have to wear an eye patch.
Yes. Right, so let's go through everything else. The color of the armored shoulder pads, like the armor and shoulder pads, is all the same. So
yes, it's all the same leather.
So let's start with a basic leather. It is not red.
Yeah, it's much more of a. It's much more of a. That's the color. I'm almost positive we used.
It's super flat though. There's no depth to this color. So do you want to try something nearby that actually has a bit of depth to it?
As long as it kind of stays in that red family.
There's this one.
Like I like.
And this one.
That one right next to it I like because it still has some of that depth.
This one here?
Has some of that shine. Yeah.
So we're just gonna slowly go around and get all the strappy bits.
All the leather.
There, in here. I actually already like the gold tones there.
Yeah, that's like really spot on. I don't even think we need to touch that. I love how her mini looks so much like more battle ready than she actually is.
That's these are meant. We'll put these as leather instead of.
Yeah.
Her boots, we can probably do a slightly different color if you want.
Her armor is meant to look like a very nice set.
Okay,
Because
so
it's supposed to be something she got from home. It's not very worn. Because little Miss Nia hasn't fought a lot in her life.
that makes sense. The scabbard, do you want a different color so that it sort of like stands out a bit, or
I'm kind of okay with the color it is now because it's still a different color, but her even in her concept of her scabbard isn't supposed to be like super defined. It's just freaking a sword sheath on
yeah?
her back.
So right now, that's all the colors we've got for that.
Yeah. I almost called
Uh,
it a sword bag. That's not what a scabbard is.
definitely a sword bag. Wait, don't call it a purse anymore. Call it a money bag.
Yeah, probably had her purse stolen long ago.
Yes,
She probably
probably.
gave it to someone.
All right, so that's her armor done.
I think we need to add the gold onto the other bits,
Yeah.
but because the gold that they already have is so good, but all of her metal accents are meant to be gold.
Now, do you want it quite bright? The gold.
Uh, I think having it just more of a muted leather, yellowy gold.
Let's do it. Rust bucket.
What
The
did they use?
Sunhelm
Their color
shield.
looks almost like a brass that just looks
Offload
more gold against
gold.
all the.
That's brass. Then you got actual gold.
Which is a little
But there's
too
rose
showy.
gold, which is quite nice as well.
I think that that actually looks really nice against all the red in her armor, the rose gold.
To do that, I have to also get something from here. Oh, it becomes very rosy on the big bits, but maybe we can change it between the different types of
Yeah.
areas.
I mean, Naya does seem like the type she would get pink gold on her armor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's the one running around with pigtails and flowers in her hair, so.
So far, there's a bit we missed under here for the leather, unless you want it to be a two-tone sort of thing.
Uh, I mean, I'm okay leaving it just as is. It adds a little bit more interest to the palette.
Yeah. No library paint saved yet. Oh, excellent. So what am I doing? I'm going back to the leather, to this one, I believe it was. Yep, there. So you want that different color or the same?
Uh, let's keep it a different color.
Okay. Is there any parts I missed with the rose gold? Since this is a leather belt. And do you want the belt buckle to be an actual different color, or do you want it to be the same as the rest of the highlights?
Same as the rest. Like I said, it's supposed to look like a set. Like it's not something she like pieced together. It's all was made to be worn together, and it is much more made for a like stating a status than actually being,
Yeah, okay. So completely impractical. Impractical? Yes, impractical.
I mean,
Do
I
you
would
want
argue that wearing a skirt on the battlefield is probably the smartest thing, but
do you want do you want depends on the type of skirt. Do you want this all in the rose gold as well? Or
I
do you
kind of like the
like
variations on the
breaks up the
gold.
color?
I like that some of it's more yellowy, some of it's more rosy.
Okay. That means I guess we're up to the shirt.
Yeah, she wears a white shirt underneath, a very simple white shirt. And I don't know if you can see it, but if you can see her legs underneath, but those also need to be white if you can see them because she wears tights. There we go.
Right. The skirt is blue, yes?
Very, very bright blue, yes.
Brighter? I don't think it is a brighter.
Uh,
It's not a brighter. I can brighten it
what
up in
color
the
do?
mixer though.
Yeah, we can brighten it up in the mixer.
This
That's the color I think that stands out on her the most, and it's
$600.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a similar shade of blue to the 5e, well, the Forgotten Realm. You know the Forgotten Realm's Bahamut symbol, how it's the white
Yeah.
dragon's head on the blue background?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's where I'm pretty sure I color dropped that blue from, because when I made Nia originally, I had her as a follower of Bahamut that was eventually going to multi-class and become a paladin.
Near skirt. Use that over here, and then we'll go. Okay, you want this brighter, yeah?
Yeah, so
So
if you
let's just move this.
it needs to be closer to cyan. Stop. Go a little bit more to the right. Stop. And I'm relatively certain that the one I chose is right up in that corner, as bright as it can go.
Oh my lord. Okay.
She wears very bright clothes. I can't really how she has gotten this far. I don't know.
Do you want for the lows? Do you want to have some shadow actually like have effect there? Drag it
Yeah,
down a touch so you can see it.
I like that because I think that adds some depth and it cuts through all of that
Do you
brightness.
do you want some wearing on the edges so I can make the high a bit brighter since now the blue is so bright?
Yeah, I think at this point, it's probably been singed a few times, so some wear would probably be okay.
Ugh. It just needs to be visible without being like Hmm. That's meant to be part of your shirt. That can be white in a minute. Um. Yeah, I can't really make that any better than that unless you go down to dark, which looks weird.
Yeah, I think that that's fine. Kind of looks like it's fraying at the edges. It was once a very nice looking skirt.
Do you want this white as in it's like your shirt tucked in sort of thing, kept tight with the belt?
Yeah, her shirt's typically tucked in, so if we could just pretend that's a part of her leather,
Part of
I'd
a
be
leather?
okay with that. Yeah,
Well,
like
it's
pretend it's just like
tucked
a.
into the belt at the moment, but yes, we can do
Mm,
that.
yeah, if
Uh,
we could just pretend that's a part of her leather, like it's an addition to the leather skirt, I'd be cool with that. Because
yep.
typically her shirt's tucked into her skirt.
Okay, so we've got a mostly done, which was pretty quick for the painting. Do you want these any different, or are they matching the scabbard?
I think it looks cute for them to match the scabbard. Have the accessories match.
I've left the boots kind of a few different tones just to break things up a bit, but if you want me to change
Mm-hmm.
something, that's fine. Like
Nah, I
tougher
think that
leather
that
and like a
looks.
metal heel sort of thing.
I think that looks nice and it's practical. Like I said, her boots, the actual boots, are kind of extra as hell. So
Uh, where was that rose gold? These little clippy bits. Yeah, I remember seeing your boots and be like, oh, okay, that's a lot.
I'm relatively certain that I just saw they looked cool on Pinterest and I threw them in Nia's pin board.
Okay,
So
that tops.
when Nia freezes the town over for being called a child the 80th time.
Sure, they deserve.
Wait, you can color the cobbles?
Yeah,
Interesting.
anything with color can be colored.
That's interesting.
Now, do you want to have it just like this? This can be called done if you wish. Or we can try to make this a bit more extravagant.
I'd like to see if we could make it a little lighter colored for ice, because right now it doesn't really spell ice to me. It kind of just spells arcane energy.
Oh, it
So
spells ice for me, but it's
just
gonna
like at least
be.
having the tip a little, the tips a bit lighter, like what we just changed,
They're
I
actually
think
well.
kind of does it.
This down here is the exact same colors as this.
Yeah,
Um, but you can definitely do some stuff to it.
blood ice, a blood sword. Sarah's really wanted me to have a blood sword, so.
Really, I can't remember when you said that. Oh
When
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
blood was raining from the sky and I tried to bring my sword out, I heard Kira chanting blood sword. I
That's a
like
bit more
that.
bluey.
I think I like this combo here.
Just seeing any sort of
Oh,
bright. Not that one.
black
Oh,
eyes. Black eyes is the absolute worst thing in the world.
Yes, that's so cool though. Blood ice.
That's
Blood
really
ice.
cool, but
Blood
it's
ice.
like that's
Blood
if
ice. Blood
Nia
ice.
sold her soul to like Nia sold her soul to Vecna.
Right. Let's see if there's a bit of gem. There is something we forgot, and that's your sword. Do you want it to be any different? Is this good?
If we could just change the hilt to silver, because
The
I don't
silver.
think we're gonna be able to add the ribbon that she has.
That
But
silver is going to get lost. Like it's going to just blend with the blade quite a bit. So I'd
yeah,
say go with like a rocky. Oh, maybe even that's too much.
just not make it gold. That's all I want. Is it's not gold. If God, I wonder if we could like make it like a gunmetal or
Like
something.
that. That's gunmetal.
Yeah,
Okay. That.
because
So there's just two.
because the sword that she carries is something that's very specific to her family tradition. So
I'm just. Oof. I'm just seeing if there's a different. Oh, that's not bad.
I kind of like that. I think that it looks nice with the ice, same colored family.
Does help the theme of blue, blue, blue that runs down this angle of you.
Yeah, I am an ice mage. I freeze everything.
Yeah, it's really hard to show like a divination mage in like artwork and stuff. So
Mm-hmm. Well, I like to think that she uses her divinatory stuff more either as a job or when she's like, I don't understand this person's intent, so she will subtle spell cast detect thoughts and try not to get caught.
there are. Oh wow! Wait a minute. This suits her.
Oh god, no. I would say yes if she was the person who picked out that sword, but that sword was a gift uh when she finished training. So
Okay.
I
So
don't think her dad would have handed her a pink sword.
that's it. All right. So thank you very much, Whistle, for doing this with us today. It's been a
Yeah.
good time.
Look at my girl.
We will have Nia up on YouTube pretty soon, and we will be seeing more of her in The Scales Above, a game that we play at 9:30 p.m. EST on Fridays, with Sean and Shannon from the Paradise RPG crew, with Mike and Kieran from the Wonders and Blunders podcast, and of course, Whistle from Whistle While You Work. And then there's myself and the producer from Roll for Damage.
It's a very fun show.
Yes,
Slightly traumatic.
as
You'll love
always.
it.
Why not? Thanks once again, Hero Forge, for sponsoring us and allowing us to have some fun making these characters. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you all hopefully at the next game. Bye bye.
Bye bye.